I'm taking my first ride on the Seaport Pier 10 ferry, going from Pier 10 in the South Boston waterfront seaport over to Pier, and then it will continue on to North Station. I'm here with Patrick.
I'm Pat Sullivan. I'm the Executive Director of the Seaport TMA.
Why did you all work so hard to put this together?
We saw enormous potential for water transportation here in the Seaport, but one of the missing links was a dock at Pier 10 to connect those riders to the opportunity, the jobs, everything happening in the Flynn Marine Park and in the Seaport. The city was able to fund this dock, and here we are today on a service that's an amazing example of a public-private partnership. And we're heading over to Pier, where we run two ferry services, one connecting to North Station and one connecting to East Boston at Lewis Wharf.
How many commuters do you anticipate?
Once this service ramps up, about 2,500 people will take this segment of the ferry just to Pier 10 alone. On the entire Seaport ferry system, well over 20,000 people a month are using this.
This is an example of city, state, public, private, all coming together. The city's planning department helped pay for and build the dock that made it possible for this ferry to launch. The state chipped in with funding for the initial design and just laying out the plan. And then Pat and the Seaport TMA worked with all of the businesses in the area to come up with some of the sponsorships that made it possible for their employees to be able to access this for free. And it's also open to the public throughout the week, every 15 minutes for $5 a ride.
That's right.
And we hope to get it even lower than that as we find other ways to sponsor this. Next up would be to make it available later in the evenings and also on the weekends. And this is all part of a bigger push to make sure that we have as many transportation options, as much convenience, as much affordability as possible. The MBTA is announcing that service will be free starting after 9 p.m. across all lines on the weekends. We know how much of a difference it makes. Our free bus lines are the highest ridership throughout the city. We're connecting people to jobs, to school, to everything that families need to stay in the city, to thrive, and then to make our economy stronger for everyone. So thanks, Pat, for all your work, and come check it out.
Thank you.
My name is Richard McGinnis. I'm Deputy Director for Coastal Resilient Infrastructure Delivery at the Boston Planning Department. I've been with the city close to 30 years, working on waterfront planning, water transportation.
When did you first start thinking that this could be a possibility?
This was back in the 1990s when we were doing our first municipal harbor plan for the city of Boston and looking at other modes of transportation.
What did it take to get it together?
I think consistent sort of leadership. Your leadership is fantastic, and that continuity of these good programs. Investing in infrastructure, public awareness as well to advocate.
Where do we go from here for water transportation and coastal resilience?
I think Long Wharf has a ton of potential for expanded water transportation, newer vessels. Many of the vessels we have now are not ADA compliant. All our docks are ADA compliant, but the vessels are not.
Thank you so much, Rich, for all that you've done for the city for nearly 30 years working on this.
Yeah. Thank you.